up, y'all? It's Christy.
And y'all know who I am. I am Walter, one of the boss, the other half of the Boxtruck couple.
He always got to show out.
Yes.
It's the Boxtruck couple. And in today's video, we just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes. Just a few minutes. We went through a DOT inspection today. And it just really, we went out to breakfast this morning and we were just talking about, you know, how our actions affected the outcome of that inspection. We just wanted to talk about it. Ain't that right, baby?
Yep, she just wanted to talk about it, so I get included in it. But yeah, it was affected, man. You know, the guy. You know, our truck isn't a brand newest looking truck. Box truck that's around out there.
They don't want to hit it. They don't want to hit it, baby.
And I do admit I probably want to go ahead and put the pressure wash on that guy. Need to anyway. Just ain't found the time, man. As long as it's doing what she's supposed to do, everything working all right. But you know, that can affect how officer feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say nothing about no black and white, no police and no villains and all that right there, but
yeah, but you can be targeted by how your commercial vehicle look, though. Yeah. And that's what we feel like. We feel like that's the reason. Now, don't get us wrong. While we were sitting there, 3 other people got pulled over for the inspection, and they were semis. That's one inspection. That's the other inspection. They're getting them in today.
Yeah, but this officer, Rutherford, he was like,
yeah, he came out.
Just pull on over there, man. I'll be on over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yes, sir. He came on over. He said, well, you know, this is a safety inspection. I said, how you doing? I was about to say, dude. I said, how you doing, officer? My name is Officer Rutherford. I said, okay. And this is a DOT inspection. All right. A
safety inspection. And you know, in my head, when he said safety inspection, I thought he was going to check out the truck to make sure it was safe for driving.
Right.
But he wanted the paperwork.
Well, what he went through was a categorized way of doing, you know, what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
First thing you want to start with is your license and registration. So we shot him a license. He wrote the number down. Then he said, before you can ask for the registration and
insurance.
The insurance and the DOT health card.
Now, he didn't ask for that first. He said, okay, now where's your insurance and registration? And that's when you handed him the DOT compliance book binder. And as you were handing them to him, he said, what about your DOT medical card? And you said everything's in the book.
Right. Okay,
yeah.
So
that's how that happened.
Yeah.
And who knows? We were talking about it a few minutes ago. Like, it could have went completely different. He could have done a much more thorough inspection, but it felt like once my husband handed him the binder, it kind of changed the tone.
Well, it did. You know what I mean? I kind of felt at ease too. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, I'm there with the police. You know, ain't no police. And, you know, we're having all these different things, clashes with policemen and you know, society, you know, different people in society. So, you know, he was like a nonsense type attitude.
Like a no nonsense.
Like a no nonsense like attitude. Like, you know, I need you to give me this. I need you to give me that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna play no games. You ain't got it. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I'm gonna shoot it to you. You know what I mean? You know, so.
That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like, yeah. So once I shot it to him, he seen everything was in that book. Cause she got the book right. I'm talking about all the way right, more than all the way right. And He wrote my license number down, and
looked through everything.
Yeah, he looked through it. He looked through the book. Okay, then he started kind of lightening up a little bit. You know, okay, Mr. Vaughn, give me a minute right here. Shot me the book back, no questions. He went and sat in the vehicle that was sitting right there in front of us.
How long you think he sat in there?
Probably around about a good 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah, it was. My husband was like, "What's taking him so long?" But it really wasn't that long. But for what he checked, after he got the binder, we felt like maybe he could have been finished before he was.
Yeah.
But you made a good point just now in the truck about he was probably checking
previous inspections. Because I'm pretty sure that they got him in the system. In the system.
Yeah.
Tag number in the system. And what kind of inspections have this truck been through?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So,
right.
So I told him we had a tag, we had a stick over that man because we had been through an inspection 3 months ago. But you know, he wanted to see all of this and that. He didn't say anything about that. He just wanted to see. And I guess he saw that, you know, once he looked in the computer and seen and looked up everything, you know, Virginia, North Carolina, yeah,
Alabama,
passed an inspection. I guess he said, well, I don't need to mean, you know, it's gonna pass. Yeah, most likely it's gonna pass.
And you know, that's something to remember. If you've had issues in previous inspections, every time after that, when you get checked for an inspection, they can go back.
They looking for it. They can look for it.
Yeah, they look to see what has happened on those inspections, and if they find something that you were supposed to get fixed or corrected, they'll make sure that because he gave us 8 days.
Well, what he told me was that me and my wife were talking in the vehicle like, wait, why it's taking him so long? I'm looking at her, she looking at me. By that time, he blew the horn. I looked around, he was still sitting in the vehicle. So I went over, got out the truck, went to the vehicle, and he said, okay, Mr. Vaughn, we're going to get you on the way. The only thing I got is that because our ELD started, it was continually going even though we was off duty.
Right.
And I showed him that on the, when he asked me about the ELD, so what kind of ELD you got going? Log, what kind of log you got going?
We let them know we was using the paper tags, the paper
logs
at that time because that morning the ELD started acting up.
Right. It was still going while we was off duty. It was counting down my time like I was driving, you know what I mean? And he looked on there and seen that I had been off duty like 7 hours, you know, before we brought this load. And, you know, he just told me to go ahead and get the ELD checked out, you know, and I got 8 days to kind of like, you know, make sure I get it checked out before I can really just get handled, you know.
So if we get stopped for an inspection after 8 days, which I looked on the paperwork, he didn't put anything in the paperwork, but he told him that. But he didn't put anything in the inspection sheet. They're supposed to write notes of what happened. He didn't put anything. The only thing our inspection says was no violations. That's all it said. And out of the whole page, it only took up this much space.
Right. And so he got me to sign. When I went to the truck, his vehicle, he told me about the ELD 8 days, and then he got me to sign a sheet, the inspection sheet. Gave it to me and said, okay, man, you know, y'all be safe, you know what I mean? So we took on also.
But I guess the whole point of telling y'all this story in detail, because we do talk about it in a previous video of how we got stopped on this inspection. But the whole point of us mentioning it now in this separate video is because we just want to stress the importance of having your paperwork in order when you're in your vehicle. If you are prepared, it could change. Like we felt as if when we handed him that binder and he saw that in spite of what our truck looked, all of our stuff was in order, we felt like it changed the whole tone of his attitude. It
started changing his whole tone.
Yeah.
It started changing his whole tone. But when he went in that system, when he went to his vehicle and I got in and started putting them license plates in and started seeing them inspections that we done had, you know, he was
making sure your license was straight, the insurance was straight, all of that.
And those inspections that truck been through, I'm pretty sure he looked at that and see was any violations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't see any violations and stuff like that. And we done had about 5 inspections. And so he said, You know, I'm pretty sure he looked at the tires when he first came up to the door. You know, he kind of, I'm pretty sure, you know, you can look at,
eyed the vehicle.
Yeah, eyed the vehicle out. You know what I mean? Looked at the tires. They brand new. You know, front tires brand new. You know,
they still got the sticker on them.
Oh man, them folks crazy out there, man. That's what I tell y'all, man. Y'all better stay
Gotta
on top of that DOT thing.
Gotta be prepared. A lot of people think that I got this truck, I'm just gonna jump in it and go. And then a lot of people also, because you run Amazon, you don't run into the DOT people a whole lot, you know. So very few people that strictly run Amazon get stopped for these inspections like people that do OTR, because you basically run it overnight. But it's no shortcuts. You gotta take care of your business, because it don't take but one time to get stopped, and those people put you out of commission and fine you up to $10,000, and they can do it. Ain't that right, babe?
Yeah, they can take the license, shut you down. I got a schoolmate. When I be talking about, he be saying "hey" all the time. That's why I say "hey," but like phone, "hey." That mean okay. But he had a rollback and stuff, you know, and the rollback wasn't the best of rollbacks, but that joker could haul 2 cars on top of each other. And he take them to the junk, he'll bind them down, take them to the junkyard. He said one day the DOT stopped and looked at him like, "Are you serious?"
You gotta see the truck.
He said, "Man, are you serious? Are you serious?" White man too, with the hat on. He said a man had a black hat on, down like
looking like Major Payne.
Yeah, said he said, "Are you serious?" He was like, "I just use the truck for the farm. You know what I mean? Haul stuff, get it out off the property." He looked at him like, "Man, are you serious?" He said, look, you got some violations here. You got some leaks. You got stuff loose on the back of this thing, man. You gotta have a DOT number on this vehicle to do this right here, man. You got a medical card? Blow did not have no medical card.
He didn't have nothing.
He had to go get a medical card too. That's how I knew about the medical card. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he had to go get a medical card. He had to get his brother who drives the truck too to go get a medical card. They had to get the DOT on the side of it. So the man told him, you know, Blow, he was trying to be a little small with the man, you know what I mean? You know, a little hasty. The man said, looked at him, he looked at him like this, he said, "Look, I can't shut you down right now, boy." "I can shut you down right now." Oh, yeah, I got that big.
They already big.
Yeah, they were already big, you know, naturally. That truck I got that big. From then on, he told me, he said, "Hey, Walt." I said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Man, I'm tell you who see here. Them folk who be on the highway, the DOT police, man, the one with the black hat." I said, "No, man, them folks." He said, "Man, them folks here, boy. They more worse than the police."
Yeah. So they can shut you down, you guys. Be prepared. If you haven't seen our video on putting your DOT compliance audit together, it'll be up in the iCard above and in the description box. Get your paperwork. Put it in a folder. It ain't got to be the same binder we use, but just have it all together and in your truck. We ain't telling you to do it. It's a suggestion.
Right.
But
you ain't got to.
Right. But it's a suggestion that'll save you.
Until them folk tell you should have.
But it's a suggestion that's gonna save you a whole lot of grief.
A whole lot of time, man. Yeah, man. You don't want to go. You want to just keep on riding. You know what I'm talking about. So when I got back on the expressway, I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a 20-minute, 30-minute thing, man. It didn't take no more about 15 minutes. You know what I mean? We was out of there, and he was satisfied. We were satisfied. Back on the road again. We got to our drop off on time. But wait till you see that drop off, though, boy. That drop off, I said. Boy, I never seen no drop off like this.
That'll be in the next video.
But one thing I do say, boy, they were making it work, boy. They were getting that money. They sure up, get some money, but y'all be safe.
So we're in the hotel, you guys, down in Tampa. We getting to the money. We just wanted to come on and share that with you. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, okay? See you in the next video.